this is a picture of me in 2019. I never picked up a dumbbell a day in my life, and I didn't really care for my physical health. I just was living off of the Warzone and Mountain Dew. And this is me in 2025. As you guys can see, there is a difference. It's not the craziest thing in the world, but you guys can clearly tell that there is a distinction between how I looked before and how I look now. So the real question is, what happened? Well, for one, I got old. And two, I just started taking care of myself physically. Now, I've never been the person to smoke or drink. I'm 23 years old, and on my 21st birthday, we went out to Dave & Buster's, and I didn't fucking take a sip or anything of alcohol. You can call me a lame or whatever, but I just don't indulge in that type of stuff. In this video, I want to talk to you guys about the importance of taking care of yourself physically and just overall, because, you know, this body that you have, it's the only body that you're going to get in this lifetime. So whether if you're old or young, it's just not too late to change that. And you're pretty much your own biggest enemy. Your mind is the only thing telling you that you can't change, but you can. And I'm here to remind you that, yes, you can. Now, I'm not the biggest or the most athletic or strongest or whatever, but I do feel a lot better physically and mentally. Take it from me, a guy who used to stay up late and, you know, still stays up late. But I used to drink a shit ton of soda, and I used to break out all over my face and just have pimples in the most random fucking spots known imaginable. No, I didn't have a pimple down there. But I always felt like I was tired all the time, and I always felt like I just didn't have energy to do the things that I wanted to do. And this was me at 18. I just graduated school, and that Warzone COVID era hit, and man, I just did not have energy for shit. I'm 23 now, and I feel so much better physically and mentally because I just started taking care of myself and started watching for the things that I eat, consuming less bullshit, and just started going to the gym at least 3 times out of the week. I started going to the gym last year in August, and all I can say is that was one of the hardest decisions for me to make, to drive my ass to the gym. I remember the day that I signed up. It was dark as hell outside. All the roads were closed for some weird reason, but I took that long drive there, what felt like an eternity, but really it was only 15 minutes from my house. As I'm driving there, I'm just saying to myself, like, you know, I'm really going to go through with this. I'm really going to better myself. I really want to change. I want to see some sort of physical improvement for myself. That first week there was one of the most intimidating experiences that I've ever had in my life. From feeling like I was lost to confused to not knowing what I was doing. Hell, I didn't even know how to hold a dumbbell properly. From learning forms to learning how to do this muscle group, that muscle group, learning what this machine did and that machine did. It was hard. It took a long time for me to really set in and then finally build a routine for myself. And then the most difficult part of this whole process was changing my diet. This is something I'm still working on to this day because I do love to cook my own meals, but man, times are just fucking tough right now. Groceries at an all-time high, and a motherfucker just can't afford groceries all the time. What going to the gym did for me was give me a lot of mental clarity. It gave me this sense of progression, like something to look forward to every single day. Now, granted, you don't have to go every single day, but it gave me something to really look forward to, something to build towards. A lot of people that go, they expect results like this, but then they get so upset when they don't see what they want to see. There is a lot of things that lie in this world, from the people that we conversate with to the entertainment that we consume to the social media that we indulge every single day. But if there's one thing that will never lie to you, it is your physical body. When you wake up and you look at yourself in the mirror and you notice that your tummy's getting big, that is a sign telling you that you need to change. When you wake up and you look at yourself in the mirror and you see all these pimples on your face, that means that you have been eating way too much bullshit. When you wake up and you look at yourself in the mirror and you see that your posture is all hunched over and fucked up, yeah, that means that your shit is cooked and you need to change that. Now, I'm not saying you gotta be some fucking gym rat and just always watch your fucking protein and your calorie intake and all this bullshit. I don't even fucking do any of that. But what I am saying is you should have some sort of routine, and whether if it's going to the gym or whether if you want to start just taking 15-minute walks a day, get your body moving, get the blood flowing, get yourself out of bed and stop bed rotting. Stop telling yourself tomorrow and get up and do it right now. After you watch this video, get your ass up and go for a 15-minute walk. Put your headphones in, get some sunlight, have some nice music playing, and get some fresh air. You know, gamers like to make the joke, touch grass, but I think that this is something that has been overlooked. If you don't know what the saying touch grass means, it basically means go outside and get some fucking air. These are the words that come from somebody who's usually getting shit on in a competitive game, and it's from somebody that we know has no fucking life because all they do is dedicate their time to said game which they're shitting you on. But in all seriousness, it's important for you guys to go outside and get some air, 15 minutes a day at least, 30 minutes. I'm not a fucking doctor, but Just go outside and get some damn air. Now I want to touch on smoking and drinking if you're somebody who does these habits. Look, I understand you want to get lit on that Friday night and you want to grab the Henny and go crazy. You know, you got these Halloween parties coming up and shit. But I want you to just sit back and just ask yourself, is this good for my body? Is this going to do anything for me 2, 3 weeks from now, a month from now, 6 months from now? Am I going to feel better consuming this poison in my body after, you know, said event? Is it worth the 70, 80 bucks for a fucking bottle when you can use that money towards your expenses, towards, you know, shit that you need to pay for, but you just want to have fun so badly that you're willing to put this bullshit inside of your body? Now, I am aware addiction is a very real thing and it's something that should not be overlooked and it's something that is serious, but I am also a believer that you are in control of your own actions and your financial spending. So the next time you buy something that you know is not good for you, just ask yourself, is this really worth the money? And is this really worth the damage that you're doing to your body right now? Like I mentioned before, I'm not a fucking doctor. Just take me as somebody that's just trying to help you out. Taking care of myself physically has only given me the confidence that I feel like I've wanted ever since I was in high school. For example, I went to Anime NYC, is an anime convention, and, you know, this is something that I would have never done prior to, you know, now, but after taking care of myself physically and, you know, loving my physical physique even more, I had the confidence to pull off a Cloud cosplay. Now, this is something I would have never fucking done in like my high school days or like any time before like this year. Because if I'm being honest, I kind of wasn't secure about myself, you know, physically. But because I got my ass up, I went to the gym and I took action instead of fucking bitching every day, just trying to wish for something different. You know, now I feel a lot better about myself. Also, I met Jeff the Land Shark, which was pretty fucking cool. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter how young you are. Be the change that you want to be and just start. I really hope that I was able to maybe get somebody off the couch or off their bed from bed rotting and swiping on TikTok all day. I just want you guys to be the best version that you possibly can be. I'll catch you guys in my next video. Take it easy. Have a good one.